There's a reason that stuff's there. So if you want to become a Patreon supporter, reach out to Matt. He's got some really cool features. We've got even more stuff coming up. So that is there. So huge shout out to SPA. Huge shout out to Soden Bowl. We are going to take a really quick commercial break. Okay? And then when we come back, we've got the guys from Fearless on. We don't just have one. We got two. It's a special episode. Guys, we will be right back. Guys, we are back. Oh no, their cams aren't showing up. Let me figure out why that's happening. There they go. They're up. Fearless, how are you guys doing today?
I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. I've been pumped for the whole week. I've been waiting for this all week.
I've been pumped for 2 weeks. I had my backdrop set up 2 weeks ago, and then I took it down. Now it's back up. We're ready.
I think you guys are frozen on the screen. I'm not sure why it's doing that. I got to mess with a couple different things. But can you guys tell us about Fearless? Give me a second and let me kill some time. But you guys tell me about what you got going on.
We got where do we start? Like we got a ton of stuff going on, man. Right now we just trying to
live draft Saturday. How about that?
Oh yeah, definitely. So we got the live draft Saturday, and every time it's exciting. This is what our third live draft, our third cycle. So we did 2019, 2020, now it's 2021. So we're going into Madden 2022. So August 21st, man, I'm too excited for this draft, like, because I feel like every team has an opportunity to be good also.
Yo, I want
not every user, but every team.
I want to let you guys know I got it fixed.
Okay.
I'm good at this. Like
all pro.
So just for future reference, if anybody ever wants to do this in the past, I like to teach while we go. The reason that was frozen is because every time that I would try to get back to the screen, I was minimizing the chat and I was freezing your guys' face. So if you ever want to have cams up, don't minimize chats or else you're not going to see anything. I got to give you guys both a huge shout out, right? Like we've done these shows before. But when you guys got on, seeing the background, seeing the t-shirt, like you guys are set up. This is dope.
Bro,
We was ready, man. We was prepared.
when we say FML is our hobby, it's more than a hobby. It's something we do. It's
A lifestyle. A lifestyle is not an understatement, man. It's
we throw our all into this league, and we ask the users to do the same, and we can't give any less than what they give.
Oh, man, I hear exactly what you're saying, and I love that. Let's talk about it. 2019, Fearless Madden League becomes a thing, right? I don't have my dates wrong, do I?
No.
Okay, so
Perfect.
I want to know what happened before that, right? That you guys sat down and went, it's time for us to create our own thing.
So, it was two sides coming together. So let me start with my side, and then Malibu can give his side.
Gotcha.
I was literally handed a league that some guy just quit on my first year of playing Madden in the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
He said, here's the league, I'm out. But there was like 10 guys in there that I had got to know and that wanted to keep playing. So I started, it was called FML. And I had no name for it. We called it Fresh Madden League. It was a little while that we had it. And then I met Malibu, and Malibu had his league. And we clicked. We've been talking ever since. Every day ever since.
Yeah,
Wow.
I hit him up. I like what he had going. I had a previous league that I had took over from somebody else that had like kind of the same situation. They had finished. I guess they got done with Madden. The league started dying out. People started leaving. So I stepped up and said, you know what? It's like a solid 15 guys. I seen Estrada with his crew, and I'm like, Estrada got a nice solid, 15, 16 guys. So I'm like, you know what? We should put our leagues together. I had the idea of like Twitter and media because I always wanted to replicate Madden like the NFL. I've never been in a league like that did all that, media, graphics, and all that stuff. So we decided, let's do it. He learned how to do graphics. I learned how to do like the media and the video editing stuff, and then we just put it together, man. This is just what it is now. Now we
Yeah,
just
we're
lock in and
still
spend all
learning.
our time.
We're
Yeah.
still learning every day. We're learning and trying to get better, for our users, trying to get better for the community.
No, man, I completely go with that because that's kind of where I'm at as a content creator, because it started off as a commissioner. I wanted to learn these things for everybody else, right? But then as you learn everything for everyone else, you realize you have these really cool things. For me, it was then, well, what else can I do with these things? Like I want to do more than just I want to do more than just stuff for my league. How can I grow myself with this? How can I help others with this? So I completely understand where you guys are on that track. When you guys got together, right, you had the two different leagues. I'm assuming that both leagues had different rules, different setups, different vibes, like whatever. When you guys sat down together, what was it like to come up and say, this is who we're going to be? FML was this before, this other league was this before, but this is what we want. You mentioned the content stuff, but what about on the field?
Yeah, well, I had really like the Estrada was really his league was really laid back and fun, and it was a lot of trading going on, not many rules, and it was just like I like the atmosphere of the league. And on
Yeah.
my side, I'm like a little more on the people like on the strict side, so I had like a set of rules and I had everything situated. So he just put his input, and I showed him a whole Google Docs of rules. He input what he wanted. I input what I wanted. We took out what we didn't agree on, and we just smashed it together. And then it was it.
Yeah, it's been a good 3 years of a good relationship that I found a lifelong friend with Malibu more than anything. But just the way we worked together in that first 3 weeks, I would say, showed me that we can do this. And we have great admins that are with us. Shout out to Jerome and Smooth. They help with a ton of stuff too. So it's not just us. And all the users from that original 15 I brought and original 15 that Malibu brought. We still have at least 11 from each of those 15.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
those guys being that loyal and just sticking it out with us. There's been rough times. Don't get me wrong. We haven't just been on the up.
Mm-hmm.
We've hit plateaus. We've hit inconsistencies, as every league does. But staying consistent with just our users being so dedicated makes us want to keep stepping it up.
No, man,
I can't say that enough.
I love it. So I want to take a quick detour with where we're at, because your guys' story of how this happened just reminds me of why I continue to do this, right? So I was in a couple streams earlier this week for guys that were doing a lot of MUT. Like, I've never done MUT before. I've been learning about it. I wanted to do a Cardinals theme team because I'm a huge Cardinal fan, right? So I've been in these MUT things, but the toxicity in some of those chats and some of those communities is crazy, right? Like last year when they put out the Madden game, everyone was like, fix franchise, and the community came together to do that. But it seems like in other communities, it's almost like they hate playing a game, but they know they got to play it because everybody's going to watch it. Like, that's just kind of the vibe we get, right? But when you go over to franchise mode, right, and people are like, why do you guys keep buying this game every year? Why do you keep doing this? For me, my community is worth $70 every year. Like, I have that much fun that Madden is just something that we play, but the community is what we do. And I just get the vibe off what you guys are saying, how you did this, that's probably a very similar feeling that you guys have with yours, that the game is just something you guys play, but the community is what it's all about. Do I have that right, or am I off base?
100% accurate.
Man, I love it. I love it.
We're more. If there wasn't Madden, we'd still be together. We'd
Facts.
still be talking. We're involved in each other's lives. Like, it's more than just Madden.
Yeah, man, I love that. I want to give your guys' community a huge shout out. We've got a ton of new people in here. I have a ton of people that just hit the follow button. Thank you to every single one of you. Can you guys do us a favor and spam FML in the chat? Show me that you guys are here to show these guys some love. We got 30-something people in here. Let's go. Let these guys know like you are here to support them. That's what League Crawler is all about, man. We are here to show support. Get these guys some love, man. Let's get into your guys' daddy leagues. All right, so when I start doing a deep dive into leagues, right, what I like to get a feeling of is that I want to pretend that I'm somebody that's never heard of a league. I'm looking for a place to go play. I stumble randomly upon your guys' stuff, which I don't because they send me all these links that I can go check all this stuff out, right? But that I try to get into that kind of vibe, you know? And so I go on to these things, and I got to tell you, when you sent me your Daddy Leagues thing, I've seen it on a couple different people's page. But your guys' Daddy League really sticks out because it does not look like a typical Daddy League site. Like, it is completely refreshed from top to bottom. How did you guys do that?
I reached out to a guy. I seen another league's Daddy Leagues, and I'm like, wait, you could custom. I didn't know you could customize Daddy Leagues at all.
Yeah.
So I said, hold on. I reached out to a guy. He's changed his name a few times, man. What's his name? He does it for a lot of leagues. It's like Lion something. I reached out to him, and I said, yo, Estrada, we should customize our Daddy Leagues to where you want them. What do you think? He's like, yeah. Hit him up. So I told him there's a guy. He charges maybe like $15. I don't remember the exact price we paid for it. $15, and he gives us support forever. Like whatever we need, he'll come and fix it for us. He'll code everything.
Wow.
And we just literally designed it ourselves with him.
I remember being at the pool in Malibu telling me that, and I was just like, what? You can do that? So, like I said, we learn every day. So
yeah, it really is. It's a beautiful thing, right? So as somebody that goes into it for the first time, where I think you guys were brilliant with it is if it only costs $15 and this dude's going to come back and fix it all. I mean, let's shout the dude out. Like if you guys can find me his link, send it to me. I'll do it on one of our shows. But here's the thing, right? $15 bought what you guys have is a very nice looking site. But two, as somebody that's new that goes into your channel or your guys' your Daddy League site, there's an immediate, like, these guys care about this. Like, for $15, you immediately draw in the audience and tell them, no, this isn't just your standard place. Like, we go above and beyond, which, man, $15, that's cheap. Like, I don't know if, when I looked at it, I figured you paid probably $100 plus for it. So I'm literally blown away. So for anybody out there, go check out what they got going on, man. Like, it is really nice looking. The other thing that I really liked, and Estrada, I believe you have one of these, is trophies.
Malibu salty, but hold on.
Show these people what this is all about.
This is a trophy. This is what we work so hard for.
Beautiful.
That's what all the trash talk, all the commitment, all the everything. That's what everything is for. Everything that goes on in the league is for that right there.
Or late night trades, talks. That's what it's for.
Let me ask you a question, because we had talked about doing some kind of trophies. Like, I really want to do a championship belt where we ended up passing it around to people. But then, like, one of my commissioners is like, dude, you're going to give it to somebody and they're going to quit. We're never going to see that belt again. Like, and I was like,
I doubt it.
You know, you got a good point. Like, that might not be the best idea. What you guys did there, though, is brilliant. Where did that idea come from?
I walked past a trophy stop, a trophy place, and I'm like, you know, we need trophies. We were initially gonna go with the Super Bowl, you know, the Lombardi, regular Lombardi trophy.
We sent one of those out, right? Didn't we send two
No,
of those?
no, we almost did. We almost did.
Yeah.
And I said, listen, let's be I'm pretty sure every league, when the first thing you think of a trophy, you think of a Lombardi trophy.
Right.
I'm like, what we do is we literally just sit on the couch and play the game. So I end up stumbling on a fantasy football trophy with the remote and everything. And I was like, yo, this is it. And I showed everybody. And then we put our money together. I think it cost maybe like $60. And every season, our admins and us and the league, you can't forget that the league sends a lot of donations. Like they donate. It's a free league, but the guys support. Like we're such a family. They send a lot of donations that most of the time we don't have to really put much. So it's just like a collective group, and we pay for the trophies every season. We ship them out.
And I think there's one thing every year that me and Malibu try to do just for the guys, because without the donations, we save that, and then me and Malibu try to do one thing for the guys every year. Whether that be a PS5 or Madden copy giveaway or a gift card, we do a lot of the time. So
okay, I
try to do that a lot.
I need you guys to be honest with me, all right? Because like commissioners to commissioners, like let's be real. Do you do this just because you like to do it, or is there a part of you that knows, like, these people, like, we do these things, we have this site, we do these things, this is going to show people that there's some serious love out there? Like what What is your guys' motivation for all of this?
Mine, at first, it was just to do something different. I think it started with just playing Madden and then finding a league. Once I found FML and the guys in FML, my focus completely changed. They bring joy to me. They bring joy, and when I'm happy, my family's happy, and I want to bring joy to them now. I want to show them that this is more than Madden. I want them to feel like I feel from them. This is more than Madden. This is FML. This is our family, and that's what we say. FML's family, and that's what we say in our chat every day, and that's how we live it. So for me, it's to show them that someone cares more so than just playing the game.
Man,
Yeah,
I love that.
At first with me, I went into it with the idea that, you go in. I've never always been a commissioner. You got to think at a user's perspective when you're a commissioner. So I thought, what would I want if I joined a league? What would make me committed to a league? Because when you join leagues, you see guys leaving left and right, and you think about what would keep guys in your league loyal to you. Because you got to think about it. You spending hours a day sitting on a video game in the Discord, chatting with dudes every day. So what would make guys committed to you? You know what I mean? So I
No, it's a
just
great
think like
point.
a user. Yeah, exactly. I think like a user, and then I just use that. I'm like, this is what I will want for myself. So I put that out for the guys.
But Malibu cocky too. He went in trying to win Super Bowls. Don't even let him phase you. We all know Malibu.
That is hilarious. Guys, we're going to take a very quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk to these guys about their Twitter. We're going to talk a little bit about this family thing. The FML is family thing, I think, is just absolutely brilliant. We will be right back. Guys, we are back. We're going to talk a little bit about their Twitter, right? And actually, before I do that, I actually want to talk to you guys about something else, because this FML is family thing, I think, is absolutely brilliant play on your guys' words. Estrada just put the link in for the guy that does their daddy leagues. If you guys are wanting something like that, I highly recommend hitting them up. $15 is a very, very cheap thing for you to show people that are coming in your league you absolutely care. So I would highly, highly recommend it. I loved going over to their site and seeing it. Now, the FML family thing is a brilliant play in your guys' words. I absolutely love it. Real quick, have you ever thought about doing commercials that included like Vin Diesel's family talk from like Fast and Furious?
No, we haven't. I haven't. Malibu's usually the creative mind, and I'm the one that puts it into play. So I don't know if he has, but I have not.
Nah, I never. But that is a definitely we preach family in FML so much,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah,
So watch out for the new commercial coming out soon.
I highly recommend going out and looking for a commercial where you can grab Vin Diesel talking about family, because you guys absolutely have it. It would be a perfect fit. Let's get into your guys' Twitter, right? If you guys haven't seen the Twitter, head over. It's Fearless LG. That is the @. When you come down here, though, guys, one of the things that I always look at is I look to see the kind of content you're doing. I also like to see the involvement you have with everybody else. And one of the things that I love about your guys' league, you retweet damn near everything that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because it's a community.
Yeah, when we first got on the scene, right, and I made a tweet. Lee Caller retweeted it. MSR retweeted it. Sodenbo retweeted it. At the time, Madden Accord, now they're GZ Media retweeted it, and they've just embraced us, and I think they understand the hard work that we put in because they do the same, and they've just embraced us, man. You guys always showed us love, so everything we see, we just retweet and show the same love.
Yeah, I do have one special shout out that always is there for us in our streams, everything. MSR and Timbo.
I love that
Mm-hmm.
dude.
Those
Yeah,
guys.
Timbo's amazing, man.
That guy is great. So
Always hear good stuff about Timbo.
yeah.
Yeah,
Timbo's great.
there's not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've met a lot of people in this Madden community. I've met a lot of dudes that say they grind. I've met a lot of dudes that say they care about the community. Timbo is in tier 1 for me.
Yeah.
There is not that dude does nothing but love everyone. So that's a huge shout out over to MSR. They've got some great people over there. They have done everything they can to show me love. They're constantly retweeting my stuff. So huge shout out. But let me ask you guys this, because there are leagues out there that don't do that, right? What would be your advice to leagues to sit there and be like, I don't want to retweet other people's stuff. I don't want to show what they're doing. We want to be the best league. We're trying to show why we're the best, and we don't want to promote other people while we do that. We want them to see our stuff. What would be your guys' advice to some of them?
Mine would be that there's plenty of users, there's plenty of love, there's spread it. Like, why try to get the best users and it's just gonna breed animosity? Instead, share the users. If they're there and they love your league, what you're doing, they'll be there forever. Like the users we have. I don't think those guys going anywhere. But to make yourself so narrow and like you're the only league in this world is a stupid play for you, I think.
It's just networking, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's just networking. What you do for others, others will do for you. You know what I mean? A lot of times, if you see, like, just think about life itself or somebody that promotes something. It's a collective of people promoting it. You can't never do it by yourself. So things like, you know, League Crawler, MSR, or Daddy Leagues that retweet stuff and stuff. You need those kind of things to just network because it helps build. We're a community at the end of the day because mutt people, they all stick together.
Right.
You know, you understand what I'm saying? Head to head people, they all stick together. And I feel like franchise sometimes we get put under the rug by EA, and I think it's mostly because we try to compete with each other as leagues too much. We got to come together as a community, network together, and that's how we'll be able to, you know, stand out. Like the same way with fixed franchise. It's kind of the same thing. It's networking and coming together.
Yeah,
There's plenty of users and there's plenty of love to go around.
yeah, I completely agree with you. I think most of the people in the streaming community or most of the people that are in the Madden community that aren't doing that, I don't think they understand networking at all, to be truthfully honest with you. I don't think that they realize that as you go into other people's streams or other people's stuff, that there's people watching them that are now going to associate with you. They're going to check your stuff out. They're going to want this. I just don't think that there's a lot of people out there that really understand what that's all about. You know what I mean? So a huge shout out to you guys. Malibu, I think this is going to be a question more geared to you now that we've kind of like gone through this, brother. And it's not really a question. It's more of a compliment. I got to tell you guys, your graphical work is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that's the man right there, Estrada. Most of the times,
wrong.
yeah, most of the times I'm creating the vision and he puts it together, man. He literally, I tell him what I want, how I want it. 9 times out of 10, we always agree with what we like, and he just makes my visions come true, literally. And I'm good being in the back behind the scenes. Give him all the credit because he does all the time and all the work, literally.
Yeah, I don't do it alone. Malibu helps me just as much as I help and make the graphic. He's there to support. He's there to critique my first drafts that are horrible. My wife's there all the time to help me out. She's always done photography and like kind of edited those photos. And to be honest, before we got into Madden, I didn't touch Photoshop. Photoshop was a foreign language to me. And so her little help, she took classes on it and stuff, so she helped me learn. Malibu just having an eye for what is out there and what people like it's all a team effort.
Yeah, I nitpick a lot. I think I don't know if he gets frustrated or not, but
Nah.
every little detail, if something isn't lined up right, I'm telling him, yo, you got to change that. I try to make sure everything is perfect, and he just makes it happen.
And I think that's why we work together so well, because it doesn't bother me. I want it to be perfect for our league. And there's shit that there's stuff I overlook. So it's not. I need his eyes. I need my wife's eyes. So I don't get mad. That's why we're such a good team together, and we're such a good league as one.
I'm gonna piggyback off that as well, just from this interview. I absolutely love the fact that every time I ask you guys a question, before you start taking credit and saying, "Oh yeah, I do this," there's just so you guys know, when you go back and watch this, every single answer you've given me so far has been something to show somebody love in your community or show your guys each other's love for the things you're doing. This is phenomenal, guys. This to me is what gaming is all about: is finding a brotherhood that you can build things with and just have a lot of fun. So that's the vibe I'm getting from FML. If there's anybody out there that's looking for a league right now, you don't have one, hit these dudes up. Like, if they're out here doing this, I'm highly anticipating that their community is very built the same. So I would get over if they have open spots, I'd get over there as fast as you can. If they don't have open spots, get on their wait list. Like, this is awesome. I love what they're doing. Let's get over to YouTube. I found 2 YouTube shows. I see the FML Total Access, and I saw the Fearless Top 10. Can you guys tell me what that's all about?
Oh yeah, that I'm gonna take credit for that.
That's
The
him.
Total Access show, the graphics is him, and like I said, when during the pandemic he figured out how to do graphics, and I feel like he's done an amazing job, and that motivated me to sit there and try to figure out After Effects and Premiere Pro. So he motivated me to do that because I wanted to contribute also and help him out. I didn't just want to feed him ideas. So the top 10 show, went on YouTube, did a tutorial, figured out how to do it, and then that's it. I put that together, and same thing with the show also.
Yeah, YouTube's one heck of a thing.
It is. YouTube is a college degree on its own. You can find anything you want on YouTube. But I really enjoyed the stuff that you guys had. Are those shows coming back? What's the process like to get those out? Like, what is the future plans now that Madden 22 is here? I know my guess is you guys aren't starting your franchise until the scouting update drops in early September. What is going on with these shows? Is there a plan to release them going forward?
So during our off season, we always take a poll. So we get with our users and we ask them, what can we do better for you guys? And it's a poll that everyone has to take. And I can admit it, we need to get better with our consistency in certain aspects. We're always there, we're always available, we're always there to talk to them. But we started off hot last year and we kind of dwindled out. And I'll take full blame for that. I know Malibu will do the same because we're both stand-up guys that if we messed up, we messed up. But this year, consistency is our number one thing. So I believe those shows will be there and they'll be there on a consistent basis.
Let's talk about a few things we got going on. So we got a radio show, Fearless Fridays. We got a radio show coming up this cycle. So it's going to be every Friday. We're going to get on the radio. We're going to take live viewers, even some of our users, and get guys in to just hang out and chill. And we got the podcast. We're going to start doing that weekly. I don't know if you've seen it. We have it on Anchor.
I have not. Can you give me the link?
Yeah.
Or can you guys post the link so everyone can see it?
Yeah, let me get you the link. So we got that on Anchor. So we're going to do podcasts every week. We're just going to update the league with what's going on. And I got a show that I'm going to put out also. It's called Chalk Talk with Malibu. So what I'm going to do is when we get into the playoffs, I'm going to break down users like the film room. I'm going to break down users, the top users going into the playoff. And I'm just going to break it down. So stay tuned. Basically, right now, we just preaching consistency with our stuff. So we're going to put this stuff out. We're going to make sure throughout the whole cycle, all year, that we're on top of it every single time that we're supposed to put it out there.
On my side, for the graphic wise, like we said, we like to do everything a little bit different. So we make a weekly schedule. We don't just post the Daddy League link and say, here's week 5. So that will be there every week. Quarterly stat leaders will be there. So there'll be a lot of graphic media coming out along with the the audio and the other media.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm really looking forward to it. When I was able to go on to the deep dive for what you guys had before, like they're good shows. Like it's not like there's low quality. I gotta give you guys a shout out. It's good stuff. I know that I would personally here's the best advice I have for anybody out there doing content, not just to you guys. But the best advice that I've gotten over the last year is just be consistent, right? So I asked a streamer one time, I was like, how do I get more viewers? Because I'd like for more people to come and see my own games. I'd like for people to be interested in like what I'm doing. And he told me, he's like, get on a schedule. If you get on a schedule, much like a TV show, people are going to continue to show up because they expect you to be there. Why do you watch Monday Night Football every night? Well, or every Monday? It's because I know Monday Night Football is coming on. I know there's going to be games there. I know they start at a certain time. I mean, Arizona is a little different because we don't have the thing that you guys all have where you change your clocks all year. Like we have one
You don't even know the name of it.
Daylight savings.
It's
right?
like that one
like
thing.
we don't do that at all. Arizona's like, no, we ain't changing our clocks, bro. You guys can all do this. I think we're the only state that does that actually.
Hawaii does it too.
Hawaii. There you go. Shout out to Hawaii for not being weird. Okay.
Yeah, for all you people in Hawaii.
But so I know that every single Monday Night Football is going to be there, so I tune in, right? So the best advice I'd gotten from them is to do something consistently. So I got to tell you guys, if you do those shows that you're doing consistently, you guys are going to blow up. Like they're really good quality stuff. So a huge shout out to what you guys got going on. Are you going to be having guests on those shows?
Yeah, that's what when we did like Estrada said, we put out a survey during the cycle, right before the cycle starts, to ask what can we just ask all the users. It's a mandatory survey, and we asked what can we do better. So a lot of the times it was really consistency. So we're just gonna, like you said, get on a schedule. So Tuesdays and Thursdays we got Game Day Prime on Twitch. So which is Game Day Prime is our game of the week. So Tuesdays and Thursdays we're gonna have that on Twitch live with live commentary. Myself, Jerome, Estrada gets in there. We got guests. So, and like I said, the radio show, we're gonna have guys come on. So we're trying to get the users more involved because a lot of the survey answers was they want to be more involved in the podcast and all that stuff. So we're gonna definitely do that this cycle for sure.
Nice. I'm really looking forward to that. I think podcasts in leagues are great ways for people outside your leagues to recognize like the people that are inside. Like you always hear about the names, right? Here's the shitty part about leagues when it comes to fans being outside is you have your favorite teams. Like I'm a Cardinal fan, right? So I watch the Cardinals every single week. It's hard for me to get interested in everybody else's Cardinal team, right? But I have found over the last half year from doing this show, it's really easy for me to get interested in users, So the more that you guys have your users out there and you showcase them, I believe that the followings, they'll go from there because people do care about other people. They just don't care what they're doing with their own Cardinal teams and stuff. That's just kind of the way the human brain works. So I highly encourage you guys to get your people out there and do this. We're going to take one more quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk Madden 21. I'm going to let you guys vent for everything that you guys had for that game, or maybe you have a lot of positive things to say. We're also going to talk about Madden 22, and we are going to give your viewers some time to put some comments in the chat, and we are going to talk about the things they want to talk about for FML. Guys, we will be right back. Guys, we are back. Okay, we are going to talk Madden 21. The game is over. I'm sure you guys, your leagues are done for Madden 21, correct? We
were done early this year.
Okay, so
we try to give the guys a break.
What was the experience like this year?
Lukewarm, I want to say. Started off very hot, very excited. Then we found out about franchise getting fixed and all that coming out. And I think it just happened too late in the cycle, honestly. I think people started getting burnt out of the same old franchise before even the little fixes came. And I just think they weren't impactful enough to re-excite everybody into that hot start that you see everybody trying to join leagues right now and everybody trying to get on the wait list. And
so just a lukewarm feeling this year. What about you, Malibu?
Yeah.
What did you think of the Madden 21 cycle?
It was good for me. But like Estrada said, I definitely agree. It was kind of like the same thing, and they were saying they was gonna make improvements to the franchise. They did. Like towards the end of the year, they definitely added a few things. They added commissioner changes, and they added a few small other things. But I feel like this year was the real big change for franchise. So it was kind of the same thing. Lukewarm is definitely a good way to describe it.
Have you guys had the chance to get on Madden 22 yet?
Oh yes.
This guy, Malibu will hit everybody up every day. Like,
Yes,
hey, you guys,
I'm.
who's on? Who's on? He is striving for those trophies this year.
I got the game early and I was on everybody. Who's online? Everybody had their 10 out of trial. Let's play. I'm in the chat. I'm in the chat literally every day trying to lab. Let's play. Who wants to play? I'm trying to fill out the game because I'm excited for this game. That's how excited I am. I think this is the most excited I've been for a Madden cycle since we started FML because of all the additions they've added to franchise. And the game to me feels great. You know, a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
who try to nitpick at stuff, but I love the game. I love playing it, and I'm trying to play everybody. Win or lose, I just want to play.
And I think if you could keep the users more intrigued with the new content that we have, the scouting or whatever, I think that makes us more intrigued to just keep it going, keep it hot, keep it pushing. So I'm excited. I have not like played it yet that much because work, but I'm ready. I took next week
I
off.
know Mo's
So
been playing it. I want to hear your ideas, Mo.
uh,
I know you. I've been seeing you playing it. I came in a few of your streams.
Mm-hmm. I gotta tell you. So I've had the game for about 4 months now, right? Because I'm an EA game tester.
Ooh.
So I had it back when every time I loaded into franchise mode, it was just blocking me out. Like it would just go straight to black, and it was just not working. So I knew they were doing some stuff for a while, right? I gotta say, seeing a behind the scenes with how these guys work, how they all do these things, it is not as easy as people like to pretend that it is. I know these guys have a huge, huge passion to give us the franchise mode that we want, but I also recognize everybody has a boss. So to kind of see how that process plays was a really cool behind the scenes look for me, because these guys are super passionate about wanting to do franchise mode. Having said that, my biggest fear with franchise mode as we were going into this was I knew they were putting in features to make sure that franchise got an update. My biggest concern with where EA is at the moment is I don't think they understand just how popular 32 franchise like leagues are. So
Yeah.
like this year you have the retirement thing, for instance, right? I think it's like at like week 3, if you're not winning games, if you have players over 30, even if they're really good players, they're going to come to you and be like, "Hey, I'm thinking about retiring." In a one-person league where you're playing 31 computer teams where only one or two teams are going to have that, that's great, right? My fear is that they don't understand that half the league may end up feeling those. Like if you have guys every single year in your league that aren't the best users, but you don't want to lose them. You know, they're still good members of your community. You know they're probably going to go about 5 and well now there's 17 games, so 5 and 12 or you know, I don't want to see those users every single year lose guys that are 30 or older. So there's definitely some concerns that I have with what they're doing, and I think that they're going to have to go with this. But at the same time, I don't want anybody to hear that feedback and be like, this mother effer is already complaining. I'm not. I'm not complaining at all. They did some huge work. I'm very excited with the base game of what they've got. I just would like it to continue, and I want them to keep in mind there's 32 people in a lot of these leagues that are playing. So that's just my biggest concern. But I love the game. I absolutely love the game. I think the on-field product is great. I'm a huge Cardinals fan, so to have Kyler Murray be able to fly all over the place, and I feel like I've got control over him this year where I didn't feel like I had a lot last year, is a huge, huge difference maker for me. So I'm absolutely loving this.
yeah, to snowball off what you said, I think about the users quitting and stuff. I think that's a big thing with all franchises. I mean, with all like CFMs, and I don't worry about that much with FML. I think it's just we've all been together for a long time. Of course, there's those 5 users that are in and out, but I see that concern there with that. So
Hey, if your guy keeps retiring every year, you FML, you going to get clowned in the chat.
oh, that's one of the things I wanted to
Yeah.
say. I was one of those guys. I was one of those guys that went 5 and 15. But hopefully, me winning 2 Super Bowls and just working on my game, hopefully that showed some of them that it doesn't matter. You can always be better. So
Yeah,
Facts.
that's why the motto: build,
mhm,
compete, dominate. You know, you build yourself up. Anybody could win a Super Bowl. You just gotta
mhm.
make the commitment in the league. So I feel like that is a big issue too with guys retiring. Because if your best player is 30 and he retires, it's like, do I want to keep playing this league or in this game? And it's gonna kind of make people lose interest. So
Yeah, because it's harder to build up rookies if you're not good at the game, more so
yeah,
than just have that
exactly.
consistent guy that's going to regress a little bit time by time.
Now,
Mhm.
having talked about the franchise thing where guys retire, I also got to give EA a huge shout out because I learned yesterday from one of the devs that if you just don't click the message, nothing happens. So they did build in some things, and they said they knew that was a thing, but they also knew that there were going to be people that didn't want to have all those different things happen. There's going to be franchise. So maybe they anticipate some of this. I got to give them some credit because it does seem like as a user, there's some workarounds to make sure my guys don't retire every single year if I'm not playing very well.
Well, I think
Yeah.
Swan going over there and helping them with that too, knowing where he came
Mm-hmm.
from connected franchise mode and just
Yeah.
wanting it to be better, I think that was a huge get for EA.
Yeah, I agree.
You know,
Swami
so-
does a phenomenal job. I love that dude. I don't. I've told him to watch my shows in the past. I don't know if he's watching this one, but if you are, buddy, I love you, man. Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
we appreciate you.
Okay, we're gonna go through
I
the
hope
chat.
he is.
Yeah, we're gonna go through the chat. Well, so little known fact, I've known Swami, I believe, before he was even an EA developer. Like when he was just doing YouTube, the connected franchise modes, and he had his own channel. So I've known Swami for a very long time. We've been in each other's DMs. He follows me on Twitter. I'm sure I've annoyed the hell out of him every single year when I ping him with stuff about the Cardinals, and I'm going to continue. He knows it's going to happen, but he's a really good dude. Let's go through some of these, the chat. I want to make sure that the viewers that are watching, that they're commenting, we're getting to some of their stuff. I want to give a huge shout out to the guys that got here early. Anxiety, Nick Larson. You guys had Jerome, FML for life. The MSR Network
Jerome,
was
yeah.
here. Real Kid Dane. He gave me some. He said my music was whack. It's all right, buddy. I still love you. Dude Man Ryo says Salty Dog Sim League has their broadcast tomorrow night. They have a selection draft tomorrow night. You guys, if you want to see that, check that out. I love Salty
Yeah, I've
Dog.
checked
They've
out
got
a
some
few of
good
the
users.
drafts. I'm
We got
definitely checking out.
Savvy Avocado says FML baby,
Mac.
let's go.
That's
Get
Mac.
you a Bree or Abri. I think that's one of your guys. FML. He's
Oh, that's
flexing
my
on us.
girlfriend.
Love. Oh, look at man. That's a good girlfriend, man.
Yeah, she's supportive. Yeah, they
FML
support.
mom's there too.
Yeah, FML
Yeah.
moms. That was gonna be my next one. That's another one. You got BDZ9, FML flexing. You have Smooth in here, Fearless. You had J Mancha 94.
Oh, Mancha. Stretch.
Awesome,
Stretch
man.
Mancha.
Love it. He's got the FML. He's got the gorilla up here. So I didn't even know you could put gorillas up here. It's the first gorilla I've ever gotten on my stream. That's awesome. You have Real Kid Dane asking where he can get some FML merch. Where can I get some merch?
Oh, speaking of that, yeah, Estrada made the merch site, and we got a new website. It's still in development, but you can go to it now and hit the shop in the menu. So the website is just like our Twitter, fearlesslg.com. So
Okay.
it's in the menu. You hit the shop, man, and you can buy some stuff, T-shirts, everything.
I'm
If you want
posting
custom
the merch
stuff,
site too.
yeah.
All right. So FML Moms has been here a lot, and she's actually getting some love. Who is FML Moms?
That's my wife.
Shout
That's
out, man! Both your girls are on here. This is a first for me. This is awesome.
Without them, we wouldn't be able to spend all this time involvement in FML. They got to know about it because they can be like, what are you guys doing spending all that time? You know what I mean? So
Listen,
they
man,
Ain't
definitely
no
are
other
supportive.
wife gonna let me just sit around and talk to 32 other dudes all day. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, Malibu. Estrada is married. I am married. My wife is here, but I'm going to tell you guys, my wife would never show up to one of my streams and give any love at all. I love her to death. She is an amazing wife. She continues to hook me up in other areas. Like there was one time I was like, I need a new computer, and like a week later, she brought home like this amazing computer. Right? Told her I was like, oh, at some point I need to get a light, and then she comes on with this light. So my wife helps me in other ways. She's just not going to show up to my stream, right? Having said that, if she ever did, I'd probably put another ring on her finger. Malibu, what's going on with the girlfriend, bro? Are you going to up that? If she's in the streams giving you shout outs and she's helping the channel grow, like, are you going to put one on it?
It's in the works, man. So listen, you see this mic that I brought out for you, this camera that I brought out for you, all the stuff she bought me for Christmas, man. So Yeah, she deserves it. Definitely, it's
Yo,
coming
hey,
soon.
you found a good one. Do not let that one go. Huge shout out to her for being here and doing some of this stuff.
And
I
that's the
think she.
first time I'm gonna hug Malibu because I'll be at the wedding. So
That's facts. I love
Definitely,
that, bro. I
that
love
front
that.
row seat, front row
yeah,
seat. Yeah.
We have. Let's keep going through here. We got Kelway in here with some fire. We have Fishy with the. It just says Fishy with E. Estrada the
with
Oh,
legend.
that's Fish, our guy. Yeah,
Oh, we got
those are our
Serious Mac in
guys,
here.
man.
Serious Max from my community showing some love. Appreciate that. Dude Man Ryo. We've got your stuff. Ice Cold Entertainment in here, man. Huge shout out to all you guys. I mean, this is awesome. Seeing what you're talking. I'm trying
appreciate
to
you
get to a
guys.
point where I can see what they. Some of them had put up some stuff about what they wanted to talk about. Okay, Knives Out says, how does FML plan to improve the league content this year? We touched on that a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit. How maybe he missed it. How are you guys planning on improving the content?
consistency. Just literally, just consistency. I think that's our best issue. We always looking to bring new stuff and add new stuff, but if you're not consistent with it, it all goes to waste. So right now, with our media and stuff, we just trying to get on the schedule and be consistent all year round before we look at new improvements and stuff like that. We got to improve our consistency
Love
And
it.
for
I
the
think
users.
also getting
Mhm.
these guys involved too.
I
We
love
know
that.
they want to support. We know they want to contribute. So if we get them involved, that consistency becomes a lot easier and a lot less weight on just me at Malibu's shoulders.
Yeah, no facts. Malibu. I also want to let you know that Knives Out called you Malibooty, and then he gave you like the
Oh
just
yeah, Knives Out is my guy. If anybody didn't
same.
know, this logo right here, Knives Out made it. He
Mm.
made it. Yeah, I gave him the ideas. I told him how I wanted it and everything. If you guys seen our other logo, I made it myself from my phone. It's like a pit bull
Bro.
biting, but yeah, pit bull biting on a football, and it was so bad. So Knives Out. This logo right here is awesome. Knives Out made it, man, and I'm always gonna show my appreciation to him for making this for us.
Yeah, I just jumped in Blitz yesterday. I know it's a Xbox league, but I just jumped in just to show support. That's
Yeah,
what
Yeah,
you
no,
got
Knives
to
Out is
do.
great.
it's.
Yeah.
I got to give Knives Out a huge shout out to man. I have not known him for a long time, but ever since I met this dude, he is constantly in my chat. He is constantly gifting out subs. He's got his own sub.
Yeah, he
There are
shows a
not
lot
many
of love.
users that I've met that I have as much appreciation for, and I immediately go, whatever you got, I'm here to support, man. And that's how I feel about Knives Out. He's constantly coming in here, so it's a huge shout out to him. FML Moms asks, are game day primes coming back? What are game day primes?
Game Day Proms is and listen, that was Estrada's idea, which was an amazing idea. Literally, we do the commentary ourselves, and Game Day Prime is basically what game of the week, like Thursday night football, Monday night football. Game Day Prime is that for us. So every single week, we put out a whole schedule at the beginning of the season. We get together as a collective, pick the best games. Estrada does the OBS and streams over the guys' Twitch, whoever's away, and then I broadcast over it. I commentate over it, live commentary. Jerome is my co-host too, and we just make it happen every week. So it's coming. FML mom, get on the Strata, man. Make sure he gets that done every single week. Get on him.
I love that. Jerome is asking, who is your guys' favorite admin in FML? I'm assuming it's
Oh,
Jerome.
it's smooth.
Nah,
It's smooth
we
if he asks that.
both of them, both of those guys together, man. Listen, we are the face right now, and it looks like we're taking all the credit. But without those guys, man, FML wouldn't be what it is. Literally all the dirty work, they do it.
Huge shout out to
It's
Smooth and
not. That's
Jerome.
what you want to call it. Yeah, Smooth and Jerome, man. Those are our guys, man. They do literally everything. Anything we ask, anything the league needs, they make it happen.
All right, so Jerome also asked, what does FML have in store for their live team draft this Saturday? That was a nice little plug, Jerome. I'm not going to lie to you. You really put that in the team draft on Saturday. Everyone get over there and check that out live. I'll be there. Just give me the link, and I'll show up.
So for the team draft, we do it. They call in. I make a graphic. Malibu and Jerome host it, and I'm behind the scenes running like a madman, making graphics, getting people on, and then we're gonna throw in some interviews with users this season. So we'll give them time to talk about why they made their selection, and move from there. So we'll just give everyone 10 minutes to make their selection, and we get on it.
Yeah, part of the interviews is getting guys more involved. So we're gonna be on live, get guys in. So if we see a division, a guy joins a division that's already kind of stacked, we want to know what made you make that pick with this guy in that division, or what made you if you the fourth pick and you grab the Texans or you grab the Lions, what made you reach so high for the Lions? So we just want to know what goes into every pick so we can understand every coach has like a profile.
I like that. Well, okay, I'm gonna keep going through this list. We got Ice Cold in here talking about his wife, she hates gaming. He's never gonna help me with it. We also have I'm gonna fuck this name up, and I apologize. Okay, Family Rika Lamelody.
Oh, FML Lyrical Melody. Yeah, that's my sister. My supporters, man. My supporters.
Lyrical Melody. Oh, I told you I was gonna fuck that name up. She's in here giving you guys huge shout outs. Malibu's the beast. Huge shout out to her. We got Real Kane asking who's the top 5 players in FML. Who would you guys say are the top 5 players?
You're looking at 2 of them.
Yeah, so it's
I ain't even gonna
definitely.
Yo, you got a trophy. That says something.
Yeah,
yeah, 2. Definitely. So if I'm gonna go Mac, Mac has 5 trophies. So automatically he's the first on my list right now. So if anybody's the GOAT, any GOAT talking FML, Hall of Fame talking FML, it's Mac. He's won 5 trophies and he's only played 2 cycles. He's played.
That was Saggy Avocado from earlier.
Yeah, Saggy Avocado. So it's Mac. I'd include myself definitely because I'm always in talks about Super Bowls and
but you haven't won one yet, right?
No, I got one. I got one. I won the 3rd one. It's just been a while. Yeah, it's been a while since I won one. So the guys are kind of giving me hell
Cowboys
right
used
now.
to be really good, but now they're not so good.
yeah, that's me right there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taco, Aponte, and who else? Yeah, Estrada already mentioned himself. So yeah, that's the 5 that I'd grab. Oh, Bubba too. Yeah, Bubba won 2 Super Bowls back to back. It's hard to do back to back in NFL. Super hard. So Bubba's one of them. So yeah, those are my guys right there that I picked.
Perfect.
And just to snowball off that, those are the guys we're taking with us to the tourney too.
To the tournament, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to be involved in the tournament. Are you doing the CFM tournament?
Yes, the CFM is the league tournament that Freight Train is doing. I'm not sure if you know about it. You probably heard about it.
I believe I've heard about it from somewhere. I know that the CFM community is partnering with League Crawler for like some 250 guys that are supposed to be doing some.
Oh, I signed up for that one too.
Oh yeah, that's the individual. Yeah, but it's a tournament, league versus league. You grab your 5 guys. It's 8 leagues. Each league has 5 guys, and it's like a clash of the leagues.
I'll have to do some more research on that. I don't know if I've heard about that one.
Yeah, Freight Train Shane's.
Yeah, he's in the CFM network also. Yeah,
love that dude.
Freight Train. He's hosting it.
There's so many cool guys in the Madden community. Like there's
just amazing.
It always It always shocks me with how much I love everybody that's out there. There's just so many good dudes. All right, so Knives Out
how far this reaches.
Knives Out said he loves the shield. He was jealous as soon as he made them. Nick Larson said that Knives Out made their own. Man, Knives, you do a lot of work, bro. Shout out to you, bro. You're the man.
Yeah, Knives, that guy.
And then you also have Lyrical Melody says you guys are going to make it so far. Continue the consistency and work harder every time. Team FML, bro. That's ride or die, bro. You guys have some awesome family. You have some awesome members of the community. Is there anything that you guys want to leave League Crawler live with before we finish this thing out?
Yeah, I want to say watch out, because stuff's gonna get consistent. FML's gonna blow up, and Fearless will be around. And we appreciate the support from you guys. So just thank you too.
I just want to touch back on what you said, Mo, man. Just as a league, stop being selfish. Let's network and let's be a community and let's grow together. You know what I mean? Because if one person grows and you've helped out somebody before, they're gonna make sure they shout you out. So just grow as a community, as a collective. We all one big family, man, and just network. Stop being selfish, man. It's not a it's a friendly competition. You've heard of friendly competition. Everybody gets competitive because it's sports at the end of the day. Everybody wants to put out the nicest stuff or have the nicest show. That's all cool and well, but let's network too at the same time and shoot ideas off of people.
Yeah.
You don't gotta step on people to get to the top.
You guys are speaking my language. That's the motto that I live by. So like we have guys that come into like the SPA community at times and they're like, "Hey, I want to help you guys be the best." And I got to keep reminding people, I don't give a shit about being the best. Like I don't.
Yeah,
As long as every single day I can go home and I know that I got brothers that I can talk to. For instance, in the last year with the pandemic, I left my job. I had some things. My own personal friends didn't hit me up as much as the people from my community did to say like, "Hey, I just want to know that you got support. Like we're doing everything." And so like, there's nothing in my opinion that is like a community of brothers that you play games with. Like there's anybody that doesn't have that, I feel sorry for them, to be truthful.
That's
honest with you, because
100% facts.
Exactly.
there's just nothing like it. Huge shout out to everybody in the chat. So we're gonna do something today when this show is over. We're gonna close this out here in just a second, but just so you guys know, I talked to Matt about potentially doing some raids with former guests that we've had on. Right now, I believe we've got MP on. His name is Madden Player. So once this is over, I am going to raid over there. If you guys could stay with me, that you are in the chat, don't stay very long. But we do want to make sure at League Crawler, the goal is to show people love, right? And as they come on this show, we don't want this to be a one-end thing where they come on and they go like, well, now my time is done. You guys are never going to talk to me about it again. You're never going to bring me up. That ain't it. That's not how I work, guys. So if we see guys that are on and we've got some viewers on here, we want to get over to them. We want to tell them that League Crawler is there. We want to let them know FML is there, since you guys are representing FML. If you're in other leagues, let them know what leagues that you're representing when we go over there. But it was an awesome show today. I can't thank you guys enough for your time. Like it was a pleasure having both of you guys here.
We appreciate anything with League Crawler. Like I said before, man, you guys definitely embraced us as soon as we stepped on the scene. Man, you guys, we appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are
100%.
awesome. 100%. Facts.
If you in FML, make sure you stick around and go show love to whoever we raid.
Yeah, we will be there in just a second. Guys, we're going to go over to the camp. I'm going to try to figure out how to get this. I'm back here, right? I'm going to try to figure out how we can get over, and this is going to be our very first raid ever. I've never done a raid on anybody. I believe it is /raid, and then I just type in their have you guys ever done a raid before?
It's like hosting, right? So just
if somebody in the chat has done it, man, help out with the raid.
I believe it is /raid, and then you just put in their username. I think that's what it is. We are going to try it, right? This is all trial and error, right? So let's get over there. Let's go see what we can do. Guys, if you don't see me again, if this works, and I hope that it does, thank you for being here today. It was an awesome show. You guys killed it in the chat. Huge shout out to FML. Let's see if this works.
No, you're right. You're right. I just searched it up. It says /raid and followed by the name of the channel. Yep.
FML
it is going
family.
in 5 seconds. Guys, thank you for your time. See you guys later.
Thank you.